Okay, we're in front of Ford Dining Court. Felt like eating outside. Let's look at the spread. I say that's pretty decent. And then there's like a pork barbecue something, broccoli stir fry, rice. I went to a accounting class today for the fun of it. And I learned that repair and maintenance fees are neither capitalized nor expensed. This is an eggplant. I don't think I've had eggplants in a while. And seasoned with garlic and rosemary. I hope I'm not smacking while I'm eating. I hate it when people make mouth sounds while they eat. My misophonia is just like, nope. Is it phobia? Phonia? I don't know.
My knees are so fucking bad, bro. It's so soft. I get watching about all the time. I can't tell that it's hard.
I have anxiety. I'm trying to remind myself that the most important thing you can take away from college is not necessarily the content itself, but learning how to learn. And part of learning how to learn is soothing your amygdala and saying, hey, you're not getting chased by a tiger. This is just discrete math. I have a stats assignment due tonight. For a second, I thought that the world was becoming better, and then I realized I have a stats assignment, and now I'm back to where I started. Fuck it. College is objectively so much better than high school. At the same time, sometimes I feel like I'm just like floating through the sidewalks, like, what am I doing? I'm going through the motions, I'm going to class. I'm trying to assign my own purpose to the work that I do, instead of whatever society says. Well, but my self-assigned reflections are a reflection of society, so whatever. Recursive thinking, but recording this now to tell myself it's gonna be okay. Watching traffic, but not sitting directly in the traffic, is such a great way to add some perspective to life. Because the car just comes and goes. The bottom of this. I should probably scrape some of that off. Whatever. I keep saying whatever a lot. Just when you think you've seen everything, there's a whole new world out there waiting for you to discover. And I hope that's the fact that can give you peace for the future instead of anxiety. You're not an encyclopedia. You were not meant to contain all of humanity's knowledge, nor understand or comprehend all of it. Whoever's watching this, they're not going to see all the cars, they're not going to see all the buildings, the chairs, the trees, the traffic lights, the people walking. Like, all of that is outside your field of view, but that doesn't discount the fact that they do exist. And I'm the one experiencing those things, and you're watching me experience those things. I don't want to waste my life waiting for things to become real, and then when they do become real, become scared of that and then back out of it. It's a very spineless way to live. I was scared of taking on more commitments because of feeling burned out from like the past and doing things that I didn't want to do and spending my time doing those things that I didn't want to do and realizing that the net gain was not really positive. And so I was like, okay, I'm only going to do the things that I think are important or that I care about. But even then, it feels like there's not enough time to do things, but at the same time, it feels lackluster. So I want to take on more commitments to add a bit of that flavor and spice to life. and I'm trying to figure out what that is. And I have to grieve these abstract versions of myself that could have existed, but are not going to exist. I notice that when it feels like I'm a bit melancholy, disassociating, I don't know what the right word is, it's usually because I haven't fed myself properly, and that was the case, because over the weekend I did not feed myself properly. So I'm just trying to incorporate some greens into my diet again. Probably some sort of nutritional deficiency. Here I am trying to reason away my feelings once again. Growing up is such a strange experience because you're scared of becoming older, but at the same time, you so desperately wish that this version of yourself, that this current work in progress, would stop being a work in progress. But that's not ever gonna happen. Like, life in it of itself, you're always working on something. But then it's also kind of unfair to constantly describe yourself as a work in progress. You're putting on the label of unfinished and never letting yourself just be. Just existing and breathing without having to justify yourself. Like, I could just stop talking and let the traffic do the talking. you'll connect the dots looking backwards and realize that the waiting period was so much more important than what you thought of in the moment. And you'll realize that you weren't maybe waiting, you were actually building, just quietly and in a less noticeable way. Your body does so much to maintain homeostasis. Every night you go to sleep, you repair, and then you reset. And you take that all for granted. I thought I was not gonna eat any of this. I'm basically eating everything. So I guess that's a good thing. I'm gonna end it right here. Oh, the sky is really pretty.